So if you've been following our fresh milled journey for some time now, you will know that we did not start off with a fancy green mill. In fact, we started with what we already had, a Vitamix. And honestly, that was enough to get us going. But to be honest, fresh milled flour has become a major part of our everyday meal prep. We're baking often. We have a large family. We do homeschool. We have a family business. Okay, so we reached the point where we thought that, hey, maybe it's time to make the upgrade. So today I'm going to be walking you through why we started off with the blender, why we eventually switched to the green mill, and whether or not I think that it was worth the investment. So stay tuned. So welcome back to the Forever In channel. If you're new here, I'm Camilla Simone, wife to an amazing husband and homeschool mom of 8 lovely children. So let me let you in on the kind of grain mill that we purchased. We purchased the Mockmill 200. They have a 100 and a 200. The 100, I believe, is a little smaller, and so you can mill less at a time, whereas the Mockmill 200 can accommodate a greater capacity. So we decided that since we are milling quite a bit of flour, it made sense to get the 200. They also have a version that is in bamboo, or a wood version. Aesthetically, it looked wonderful, but it is like double the price. This one was available. I tried to buy other brands, but they were just out of stock. Okay, these things are just like going like crazy. I guess a lot of people are jumping on the fresh milled flour wagon. So I was just grateful that I could find one, all right, and one that could accommodate for larger capacities. So if you are looking for a grain mill, to be honest, I think the Mockmill is great. There are other brands out there, so you can do your research. Today, I'm going to be doing the comparison between the grain mill and the Vitamix. So when we first became interested in freshly milled flour, let me tell you straight up, the one thing that prevented us from jumping right in was the cost, okay? So I really wanted to try this thing, but I wasn't sure if we were gonna stick with it. So I decided to try out my Vitamix. I did a little research and I realized that, hey, we could mill berries with a Vitamix, no need to make a huge investment right up front. So one of the most common questions that we get is, can a Vitamix actually mill flour? And the simple answer is yes. All right, if you look up on their website, the instructional guide that comes with your Vitamix, you'll see that wheat berries is often listed as one of the things that it can grind, okay? And I am a witness of that, but the major difference is that the blender was designed to blend a variety of things. A grain mill is specifically designed to mill grain. All right, so you're going to get a more consistent result with the grain mill rather than with the blender. Another question that we get is, which one is faster? Well, to be honest, the grain mill is a winner here in this category because it does a really great job and it does it really quickly. Whereas the Vitamix, it can grind them pretty fast, but you have to use smaller quantities. And so when you're using smaller quantities at a time, depending on how much grain you are trying to mill, it's going to take a longer time, as well as it may not be as consistent, because if you grind one batch longer than the other, you will find that the one that you ground for a longer period of time is going to be a lot finer, whereas the one that you did for a short time will be a lot more coarse. All right, so if you're looking for consistency and speed, the grain mill is definitely the winner. Not only is the grain mill faster, it will also produce a finer flour. So this is the question that probably everybody wants answered. Which makes the better bread, the grain mill or the Vitamix? I will be honest with you, I've made wonderful bread using the Vitamix and I haven't seen a huge difference. I've only noticed the differences when I didn't blend the wheat berries long enough and the wheat berries are still coarse, okay? All right, then you'll see a difference in the texture, but in terms of The bread itself, the taste, I've noticed not much difference. You may also get a better rise out of the finer flour because, you know, there's less compactness, it's more fluffy and light. And so I would imagine that could produce a higher rise. I've just noticed that the end result was comparable between both the bread made with a mill and the bread made with a blender. So which is easier on the machine? I would have to say the grain mill, and that's just because it was specifically designed to mill the grain, whereas the blender, okay, yes, it can do it, but over a long period of time, it may dull your blades if you're using it every day, multiple times per day. But to be honest, the Vitamix is a pretty heavy duty machine. It's actually manufactured to blend heavy duty foods. I would just say that the grain mill was intended to do it. So over like a long period of time, we might not notice as much wear and tear when compared to a Vitamix or a blender. Which is louder? Let's be honest, neither one is that quiet. All right, the Vitamix has that high-pitched blender sound. The grain mill is still noisy, but the sound is different, okay? It's less of a blender, more of a machine. Either way, nobody's gonna be sneaking a nap in while using both of these. So which machine handles large quantities better? And I would say the grain mill, okay? The Vitamix, you can only put in a little at a time. All right, I wouldn't do more than 2 to 3 cups of grain at a time, whereas with the grain mill, you know, I can just put in, you know, all that I need. I wouldn't have to break it up into different cups. I would just pour, and as you pour in, it's continuously milling, all right? And I haven't had a problem with doing 3-4 cups at a time. Which is easier to clean? I would say the mill. There's pretty much no cleaning process other than wiping it down a little bit here and there. All you got to do is pour it in this chute right here. It comes down. You can wipe it out after each use, okay? And then you would collect it into a bowl, and pretty much you're just cleaning the bowl, and that's pretty much it. Depending on what grain you are milling, you can go in and clean the stones, okay? But that is not something that you would do all the time. That is something that you would do if you were to mill something a little bit more oily, which I believe it advises you to refrain from doing, okay? So you'll have to clean the stones eventually. There might be buildup eventually, but it's definitely not something that you would have to do each use when compared to the Vitamix. Yes, you're definitely gonna have to get in there and clean it out more regularly, especially if you're wanting to blend other items. When it comes to the heat, okay, a lot of times the flour can get heated in the blender because it's going at such extreme speeds. I've noticed also, surprisingly, with the mill, the flour does still come out warm, but the only difference is that it doesn't get as warm as the blender would make it get. So either way, it's still warm. You might just want to let that cool after milling. And I just find too, the more flour you put in at a time is the more warm your flour will become. So you just might want to keep that in mind. So who should stick with the blender and who should invest in a mill? Well, really, it is all up to you. Okay, if you're the kind of person who is not really ready to make that kind of investment, well, I would suggest if you have a Vitamix, just get started with that. If you just want to make a loaf or 2 per week, I think a Vitamix is great for that. But if you're someone where freshly milled flour is part of your daily routine, you're making flour every week, you're making large batches, you have a large family, then I think that a grain mill is definitely a great investment. It will just allow the whole process to become a lot faster and you'll have more time to do other things. I just found that making the bread started to become such a large part of the day just because we really enjoyed the fresh milled flour so much more. We enjoyed it for making our bread, for making our pastas, for making things like muffins and, you know, banana bread, cookies. Like, it just seemed like we were always using the blender. Okay, so at that point, once it starts becoming a staple, I would say, hey, yes, make an investment. One of the things I love most about fresh milled flour is the simplicity. All you need is the flour, the water, maybe a bit of salt. You can make pasta, you can make bread. There's just so much you can do with freshly milled flour. And even more importantly, the nutrients. The nutrients surpass any kind of flour that I could go to my store and pick up. It's just so comforting and wonderful to know that you are getting all the nutrients that God designed. We're able to take that in and nothing is being stripped away. You don't have to worry. You're getting all the fullness, the goodness, right? So I hope that this video was helpful for you. If you are a mom or if you're someone who is looking to make the investment, I hope that this video was helpful. If you know someone who is looking to start on this journey and they maybe need a little bit more information about a grain mill versus a Vitamix, please feel free to share this video with them. Until next time, God bless.